And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the new season of Next Round Sports. This is Chris Porter here with Caleb Culver and Jeff Amos. How you doing tonight, gentlemen?
Hola.
Doing great, ready for the start of the NFL season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, started the NFL season. That is why we are back. We are ready to go. We've got a whole new format here going forward with the podcast. We're going to be focusing mainly on the NFL. So we want to change things up a little bit here and kind of, make things a little bit simpler and stick right along with the NFL. So please feel free to comment on our social media pages, subscribe, and follow. Get your topic here on the Next Round Sports. So without further ado, we are ready to get started into the 2025-2026 season, and it is coming up this Thursday with my Cowboys versus the arch rival.
How about them Cowboys?
Defending champion Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, that just makes me feel dirty saying that.
I'm about to say that makes you feel dirty.
Oh, it's terrible. But that is the first game starting the season coming up this Thursday, September 4th. So looking forward to getting to watch that. But go ahead and before we get into that very first game, I think there's some other Cowboys news that's really just right there at the tip of it. Everybody knows what it is the Micah Parsons trade going over to the Green Bay Packers. And getting back two first-round draft picks, that's the big thing. Of course, getting the defensive tackle. Injury-prone, but a lot of people are upset. They're comparing this to the Luka Doncic trade. This is no way the Luka Doncic trade.
Yeah.
At least you got two first-round draft picks.
You got two first-round draft picks, and Luka was the face of the franchise for the Mavericks. I mean, Parsons is good, but he's not the face of the Cowboys. I don't even know if he's the face of the defense necessarily anyway.
And that's the thing with Parsons is he was an absentee. He was on a milk cart during the playoffs. He has not done anything. He's not lived up to his hype, to everything about that he has there. So that's why I don't have
one sack in his entire playoff career.
I don't have
great regular season.
And that was against a 45-year-old Tom Brady in his final game.
The only similarities I can see with the Luka Doncic trade is you traded for an older player. You traded for a good
player going into their primes.
You traded for an older player, and you're not supposed to trade up. You're supposed to trade down in age. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to trade for younger players. You don't trade for older players. So you messed up in that aspect right there. But you got two first-round draft picks. I said years ago that they needed to blow this team up. They needed to trade Parsons, trade CeeDee Lamb, trade Dak, them all before they signed Lamb, signed Prescott, and before the injuries, before the other problems. 3 years ago, when these guys were all coming up on contracts, if you could have traded all of them, you would have got more than what you've got for Parsons right now.
Yeah, but Jerry can't admit he's got to rebuild. He can't admit it.
No, he can't. And that's the problem, is because if they would have done this 2-3 years ago, traded all three of them, you would have got back a King's draft picks for the three of them.
Yes.
You would have already rebuilt this team, and you would be now going in with a young team, a young, very, very good young team on rookie contracts, pushing forward with a young quarterback, just like Washington's doing Jalen Daniels. You could have maybe even got Jaden Daniels. You don't know, because you don't know where those picks would have fallen. But you would have had the opportunity that, yes, you have to suffer for a couple of years. But if you would have already done it, you would have been now reaping those rewards now. It is what it is.
Well,
you got to wait 2 more years.
And assuming you hit on those draft picks too, because the Cowboys draft history lately has been poor.
Lately it has been, but they have hit on their line picks. Now, we'll see how that goes with Tyler Guyton, which we had an injury scare earlier in training camp, but he seems he's all right so far. I mean, at least as far as the line goes, they've had success with that. Yes, you got Dak with a 4th-round pick, and we expected you Tony Romo, undrafted free agent before that. I mean, they got lucky in quarterbacks the last 2 years. Now, we even said Prescott's not the guy to take it over the edge. He's not. He's just not. They should have moved on from him 2 years ago before he got the big contract, which is now not the biggest contract for quarterbacks, but still, at the time it was. You should have moved on then. You could have got more draft picks for him. He's now 3 years older. More injuries have racked up. You could have moved on past that point and started building something for the future, a legacy moving on. But all in all, regardless of all that being said, I'm okay with this trade. It is what it needed to be. There's rumors going around that he's been, a problem in the locker room, and we've discussed that as well too with him doing his whole, broadcast thing on the side and being the CEO of what was it? Well, there was a company they brought him in to be the head of media and everything. I'm forgetting it right off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can't think of the name either, but I know exactly what you're.
Yeah, all that coming out a couple years ago, and he's been more focused on that. And it is what it is. Players get traded all the time. I mean, for people blowing this up saying, "Oh, this is like the worst trade," it's not. It's not. I mean, he's not right now in what he's done. He's being paid more than these guys, but would you put him up there as a better player than TJ Watt? Would you put him as a better player than Myles Garrett?
In the regular season, maybe, but not in the playoffs for sure.
Well, that's what you have to ask yourself. I think you can for the first 12 games of the year, but then something happens.
He doesn't get injured
after, and then something happens after Thanksgiving, and it's happened every single year where he has just not shown up. I mean, look at the Green Bay playoff game 2 years ago. He had the worst game of his career.
And it was terrible. It was terrible. He got
worst possible time.
Completely blown after having a great year. And okay, I get it. That's fine. If you move on, you move on. I understand. I'm not upset about this one as I would have been with maybe somebody else later on. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this trade got
another good thing. Oh, so go ahead, Jeff.
Oh no, I was just going to say what's different from all the other signings all these other signings in the past where they eventually got done. This got personal. This was the only trade that the only signing that got personal, and that's why it ultimately didn't happen. Jerry thought he had a deal signed back in March, and then when you're dealing with a guy like Jerry Jones, and when you have an agreement with someone like that, you charm them, I'm sure they met behind closed doors for multiple hours, and then when it didn't happen, that was a slap in the face to Jerry, and it's not been the same since then. And the deal was not going to get done until Micah stepped on the field. Now, granted, what did it mean when they said Mike has to play? And then we talked, did he have to finish out the year? Or did he just have to step on the field regardless? The trade happened, and I wish they got a little more out of it. And also, too, I hate the fact that they traded to Green Bay.
Yes.
You traded to your rival.
Yeah. That beats you in the playoffs.
Yeah. Ever since that Dez Bryant non-catch call, it's been Green Bay.
And then they beat you after that, and with
twice in the playoffs recently.
Zeke's rookie year, and then they beat you 2 years ago when
being the youngest playoff team to win a game too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the game that I quit. I quit rooting for Dak. I said I was done at that point.
Right, and I think a lot of people were, and so I think that's what hurts the most. You trade him to the franchise that set you back, and also to the first round
wanted to trade him somewhere that could absorb, could pay him what he wanted to pay, and wanted this right there. It was like those were the wrong comments to have, Jerry. Like you should have done what was best for the team, not
you send him to Jacksonville. That's where you send them to.
Yeah. Now the only question too, one of the things Jerry did mention is they wanted to get somebody on the D line to replace him. So I mean that's one of the reasons supposedly they got Kenny Clark. I mean the Cowboys were terrible stopping the run on the run defense last year.
Stopping that for multiple years. They've been bad.
Yeah, they've been bad. I mean, and while pass rush is like a team game too, which is another reason I'm not as mad at this trade that Parsons gone. And Osa, I mean, he's one of the top defensive tackles in the league right now.
Osa has been great.
Yeah. He's been phenomenal. But one of the things too is, like Jeff, I think, alluded to earlier, these are going to be late first round picks most likely, since they're coming up in the next couple of years. And I mean, maybe you can work your magic as Jerry tries to relive his Herschel Walker trade dreams. But I mean, also, you got Kenny Clark. He's been a good guy, but last year he really kind of fell off a cliff. I mean, he went from 61 to 33 pressures.
He got injured.
But I
That's
mean,
it's another injury-prone guy that hopefully that you're rolling the dice on, who could be good, could be extreme.
That's what I'm saying.
If he stays healthy.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll help the run defense, but the pass rush is going to suffer a little bit, obviously. But I think the guys they have could, for the most part, kind of balance out the loss of Micah Parsons, which is, again, like you said, I'm not super mad about this trade.
They would have to do anyway.
Wish they had got some more,
Parsons
but
would get injured anyway, and they'd have to fucking run without him anyway. So it's just. They're already used to running without him when he gets injured. It's all right.
And I think one of the crazy things, too, that's going to help him is the fact that Micah Parsons was so versatile, because he could line up on the left side, the right side, middle. So, I mean, he doesn't necessarily get double teamed all the time. So it wasn't like there was somebody free rushing every time. So, I mean, I think that helps as well, because Micah Parsons wasn't double teamed. So some of these guys had to fight off two guys, give or take. So I think it's going to take a team effort, but I think the Cowboys can do it with what they got.
Exactly. And with all this Micah Parsons talk, it really completely covered up the Deron Bland signing and extension.
Which I think pissed some other people off too. The fact they're like, you're giving this guy money, but not this guy.
I saw that pop up and a lot of people going, oh, so Deron Bland you're going to do. You know what? It comes down to, the whole thing with, the negotiations with Jerry. Hey, what happened there behind closed doors? But that kind of stuff happens all the time. Okay, I get it. You needed to re-sign Bland. You need to bring him in. When healthy, he's been one of your best.
He's been phenomenal. I mean, he's 26-year-old. He's got 14 career interceptions. He had those 5 pick sixes, I think, 2 years ago, setting a record. So, I mean, he's been good. And with him and Diggs together, when they're healthy, like you said, that could be one of the best cornerback combo in the league.
It definitely helps. I mean, if you want to help your pass rush, you have good defensive backs. That helps a pass rush more than anything else. Are they? It's the whole which came first, the chicken or the egg? Okay, what helps your pass rush most? Having good pass rushers or having good defensive backs? Have them hold the quarterback hold the ball longer. It's one or the other. So having them back there is going to help with losing Parsons, because you're going to make that quarterback hold the ball a little bit longer, waiting for these guys to get open, which gives Ziggy and your other defensive lineman a chance to get back into the backfield. So it is. I'm okay with it. It's like, okay, it's not like you gave a guy that's a scrub, a big contract. Bland has earned it. He was injured last year, but he's earned it. It is what it is. Yeah. Just that's part of negotiations. You can't sign everybody, but you sign everybody that you can. So then we come up
to $92 million for a cornerback. It's not bad money either.
No, it's not terrible. They didn't overpay on him. They paid a good price. It's not like he became the highest cornerback of all time and reset records and everything. No, he got a good contract for him. He's paid. He's happy, and you didn't break the bank to get him. And that's what you want from your GMs to do. You want them to sign these guys. Get them taken care of at the same time, not, still have money under the cap to be able to work with everybody else, which they were already strapped as was after the CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott signings.
Very true.
So then coming up to this Thursday, first game of the season, opening up against the Eagles.
I feel like the NFL set you up to be slaughtered.
Is going to be a beat down. Schottenheimer is going to get embarrassed, and I hope it happens.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be one of those dumb coaching calls just because he's never been the head coach, kind of like a little bit like Matt Eberflus unfortunately had last year with the Bears. So I just feel like there's going to be one of those moments.
Oh, there's going to be more than one. There's going to be more than one. I'm going to be keeping a tally.
Yeah. Let us know what the count is.
It's going to be bad. I mean, they can score some points. I mean, I think that there's going to be. I mean, it's going to be off a little bit. Dak and Pickens, he and Lamb are going to hit, but he'll hit CD Lamb early, probably in the first or second drive for a touchdown. Everybody's going to get happy, and then Lamb will go completely absent the whole rest of the game. They'll completely double cover him. They'll shut him out. And Pickens has a lot of potential, is a great player, but I don't know if him and Dak have the, working relationship set up just yet. I think there'll be a couple of missed calls between those two. Maybe he'll get a good pick. Maybe he'll be able to get a wide open touchdown or something. Maybe, but I'm not expecting it. I'm expecting
Ferguson could be a goal line vulture too.
Well, Ferguson, yes. I mean, he's the safety blanket. That's what it is. But the thing is these receivers are going to have to work to get open because there's going to be no respect for this Dallas run game. None whatsoever. Zero. Goose egg on the respect for the run game.
And we don't even know really who's going to be the running
Javonte
back.
Williams is on the depth chart to be number one, from what I saw on the Cowboys post. Jaden Blue is currently third string, but I expect him to come on strong.
Javonte Williams to be your number one running back? Did you trust that?
Broncos didn't trust him enough either at the same price.
He already proved in Denver. He's not worth jack shit. He's not.
He's a serviceable number two, but he is not your back.
I will give you that. If you had him as your backup, I'd go, okay, I feel pretty good about him coming in, maybe third down, getting something, or, if my guy gets hurt.
He's good in the passing.
I can
blocking, not so much, I don't think, but he's,
If I had him if he's my number one for a couple of games because a guy's nursing an injury, okay, perfect. Sounds good. But as his coming in here as my lead horse, there's a reason why he hasn't been taken above like the 6th round in fantasy football drafts. I mean, there's no faith in him whatsoever in this defense, in this offense.
No, very true. And I mean, the Eagles defense has lost some players, so I mean,
they have.
I think it's going to be a little less.
So has the Cowboys offensive line. I tell you right now, Zach Martin hadn't retired. I bet some more people would feel better about Javonte Williams. They would.
Oh, no, for sure. And I mean, Guyton is one of the most penalized offensive linemen in the league. So, I mean, he's got to play better.
Last year was his rookie year. You expect that. You got to see them coming in. They got to – it takes some time.
He had like 20 penalties.
Yes.
20. The average was 6.
Yes. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not saying he was great. I'm just saying he was a rookie. Rookies make mistakes. That's what they do. I'm not the guy. I'm just saying, hey, rookies make mistakes. Now he does it again this year. It's like, okay, now there's a pattern. What the fuck are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
You don't have any.
It doesn't help that Steele sucks on the other side too. So
it sucks. It does. Yeah, it still does suck. He's been bad too. I mean, the only thing that's been good is Tyler Smith in the interior, but now he doesn't have Zach Martin covering his ass on the other side. So what's going to happen? There's a lot of what ifs now here. You've got high draft picks on the offensive line, but are they going to pan out? That's the thing. Is now these old guys are all gone. It's the new guard. How are they going to step up? They have to step up. But you're going against the defending champions. I have no faith in Jalen Hurts, but I had no faith in him last year, and they still won. In spite of him, because Saquon Barkley is. Did you see the stat of him that Saquon Barkley went last year from being number 83 in the top 100 to being number 1 this year in the top 100 players?
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy. I mean, the Ravens had 2 in the top 10, but we'll get into them later.
It did,
but
with Saquon Barkley though, we've said this before in our personal talks, Saquon Barkley, if he stays healthy all season, the Eagles have a chance to repeat. But if he gets injured and goes out, I don't see them having a chance. They get all rest on Saquon Barkley staying healthy, in my opinion. And
it does.
The odds are against him if you believe in curses.
Yeah, the Madden curse.
Well, not just the Madden curse. The Offensive Player of the Year curse that started the last 5 years. I saw a little reel about this.
True.
The last 5 players who have made Offensive Players of the Year have had injury-prone years the year after.
Ooh, interesting.
Look back at that. Michael Thomas, Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Look into it. The last 5 years, 5 Offensive Players of the Year award winners have gone down. So Saquon Barkley has not only the Madden curse, but also possibly the new Offensive Player of the Year curse. So that could be a double dip on him on that one.
Yeah, we'll have to see. So we'll see if he stays healthy. I'm sure there's going to be a little regression. I don't expect him to have the same type of season he had because he just was crazy last year.
He was insane. Which if I would have had the number 1 draft pick in my fantasy leagues, I would have taken Saquon. Even believing he's going to get hurt. Yeah. I still would have took him. Everybody's taking Bijan Robinson. No, you take Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is the best player in the fucking league. He is until he gets injured. It is what it is. It didn't matter because in my main league I got 12th overall pick, so it didn't matter. So
yes,
he was already gone by then.
He was gone.
And 4th in the other league, so he's already gone by then too.
Well, I think, like you said earlier, though, I do believe the Eagles are going to win this game. I just think they're too much on both ends. I think it could be close, like you said, early on, but after a while, it's just going to be Eagles domination.
That's what it's going to be. Even with what they've lost, they're still a better team overall. I have no trust in Schottenheimer or Dak Prescott. Now, that doesn't mean that later on in the season, if Saquon gets hurt, that the Cowboys could. If Saquon gets hurt later in the season, Cowboys could beat them on the following game. On the revenge game. Yeah. That could easily happen. But with Saquon, he's the key for Philly. I mean,
like I said, the good part too is Cowboys have a good defense. They do, when everybody's healthy, especially. But they have a good defense overall. But I'm interested to see if they stay solid under Matt Eberflus' system. Because sometimes you change systems and players, they don't seem to quite mesh with that system anymore. Marcus Williams with the Ravens, whenever Zach Orr came in, all of a sudden he's not this good player. But let's see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. It's going to be interesting to see, but I have no faith in this season. I had no faith when they hired Schottenheimer. No faith whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't think the Cowboys are making the playoffs.
If they make the playoffs, it'll be a nice surprise because they're not going to challenge for first. It's not going to happen. I'm just along for the ride this year. Let's just see what happens. If I get surprised, I get surprised. But I don't have my hopes up. So if they make the playoffs, hey, that was fun. That was fun. And that sucks when you go into a season going, oh, maybe if we make the playoffs, I could be happy about it.
Yeah, then you get 2 low draft picks.
God, I feel like a fucking Bengals fan right now.
So pessimistic. I never seen you this pessimistic about a Cowboys season.
Oh, that's you don't remember last year me completely jumping off the Dak bandwagon?
Oh, well, yes. But I mean, still, this is
there's no hope. Whatever happens, happens. It is what it is. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and end this segment. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in just a second with our next round.